Oh, good morning. Guess who had some extra time this morning? I was going to record some audio, but then I was like, I'd rather just sit like a creeper in the dark and talk to myself and see if anybody pops up in the morning, because why not? Someone might not, and I don't care. Anyways, happy hump day. Happy hump day. Have you taken the time to appreciate a nice butt today? Because if you haven't, I think that you should. If you got a girlfriend and she's got a nice butt, you better grab that butt, okay? That's how it works. That's how it works. And I'm not turning on the light. Two people have just got here. Hi, Gary. Good morning. There's light. 2 seconds of light. That's all you're getting. Because I don't want any light right now. I would just like to sit in the dark like the basement dweller that I am. I have chicken breast cooking, and it's going to be finished cooking in about 3 minutes. Hey, Crypto, come up. I don't know who you be, but good morning. Hi, Marina White. Aren't you supposed to be getting breakfast at Tim Ho's with somebody else who's getting breakfast at Tim Ho's? I think that's what you should be doing. In before vegan soy boy hate. I don't think there will be any, because if I'm going to be honest with you, I've actually banned many of those vegans. But anyways, back to butts, okay? If you have a girlfriend and she's got a nice butt, you should give that butt a squeeze today, because it's hump day. You should squeeze it every day, really. I think butts are very underappreciated. We like to look at them in pictures and we're like, oh, look at that butt. Look at that juicy butt on that girl. Look at that juicy butt on that boy. More for me, because men with nice butts generally indicates good genes and good mating material. So that's what I look for. However, you can't not appreciate a nice butt in your own life. So maybe you should do that. I had a little bit of time after getting done with my morning routine. So I was like, you know what I'm doing? It's my life. Do what I want to do. I'm like, I'm going to stream for whatever amount of time that I have, as opposed to recording for audio or recording audio, because why not? So let's talk about my morning routine, because that's what I want to do, because it's my channel. And if you don't like it, bye. Okay? I need to have some water. Okay. So I start work a little bit earlier today. So I got up earlier. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. Good morning, Yoan. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. I've had breakfast, still on that keto shit. Let me tell you about this breakfast that I had. That was quite a bit of calories. So I eat the bulk of my calories in the morning. I don't eat past 8 in the evening at night. And then by the time I wake up, I'm super hungry. So I have a huge meal in the morning. And then the rest of my meals in the day are really small. So my keto breakfast this morning was a whopping 502 calories. Well, let me tell you what was in it. I had one smoked Polish sausage that is 190 calories, 2 grams of carbs, 17 grams of fat, and 8 grams of protein. Remember, keto is highest in fat and then protein, and then your carbs are your lowest intake. And then I had 30 grams of cheddar cheese, which I grated. That's 120 calories, 0 carbs in cheese, 10 grams of fat, 7 grams of protein. I had chunky salsa on top of that, which is probably the most carb heavy of everything I've eaten. It's all carbs, and that's 2 grams of carbs. And a cup of coffee with some half and half, a medium avocado on top of my breakfast. I threw some cremini mushrooms in the frying pan, and I put all that. Did I put eggs on here? Did I even add the eggs? Oh, I didn't even add the eggs. What a jerk. Let me add that. I calculate everything in what is this app called? My Fitness something or other? My Fitness Pal. Okay. Okay, medium avocado, 75 grams of mushrooms, 30 grams of spinach, 24 grams of red pepper. So that's just one slice. And 2 eggs. Okay, so the way that this worked was like this. And this breakfast was fucking amazing. You can't even talk shit about it. So, big plate, bed of spinach, sausage on the side, mushrooms on top, half the cheese grated on top of the hot mushrooms, eggs on top, which are cooked inside the bell pepper slice. Okay, fancy. And then the rest of the cheese. Oh, no, wait. Okay, let me start again. So, bed of spinach, sausage on the side, mushrooms, cheese, half of it, half of that avocado sliced and spread on top, eggs on top of that with the bell pepper, a little bit of cheese sprinkled, and then a tablespoon of thick and chunky salsa. And that was breakfast. That's like 500 calories of a lot of fat. Good morning, teas. What's up? It is really dark and creepy in here, isn't it? Is that better? I look like a murderer. I kind of like that better. Not that I need to make it look like I have any more psychological issues than I already do, but I think I prefer it. I'm a little upset. Hold on a second. I'm bugging Chris. I don't see Chris. I'm like, Chris, I'm streaming. Come say hi. I'm going to have to get up in a minute because the chicken's going to go off. I'm cooking 3 chicken breasts for the week. So I got these fresh chicken breasts, right? Now, these are way different than the frozen ones, which I usually get. It's just for ease because I don't eat enough of them to justify getting fresh ones. And when I do, I get afraid they're going to go bad, right? So, like, these breasts are massive chicken breasts. So what I've been doing is I've cooked all of them. I think there were 7 in there, and I've cut them in half. I've cooked them with 3 spears each of asparagus, and they're sitting in my fridge right now, ready to be taken for the week for work. I am doing well, Tees. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Chris. Good morning. I just messaged Chris, and I'm like, where's Chris? Hello, Heavenly Anwar. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. This is how we're starting today. We're starting with my randomness this morning. Because for the 3rd time, as I'm telling the story, I figured it would be a little bit more intimate and better to just talk at the camera instead of, recording audio and then uploading it after. Bit of a different way to deal with ranty panties. I was talking to Chris this morning. I showed him a really cool Instagram post on my feed from this Instagram account called Physics, and they were showing different surgeries. The first one was a hand transplant, and it was so creepy, and we started kind of talking about that. And you know what I want to do now? I really want to watch surgeries live, like reacting to surgeries, because they're cool, but they creep me the fuck out, and I think it would be a lot of fun. But I was talking to you about my morning routine because this is the Amy Show, so I'm going to tell you about my morning routine. Okay, so I woke up, I had breakfast, I made coffee. Those 3 are like essentials. If there's dishes in the sink, I do those in the morning. I usually try not to leave any dishes in the sink for when I go to sleep. Okay, so I chill, I eat breakfast. I was watching the Joe Rogan Experience with Tom Papa, the most recent one. And I've actually been watching that for the last few days because it's quite long. Those episodes are like 3 hours, right? So it can take a long time to get through one. Sometimes 2 sittings, sometimes 1. It just depends on the activity that I'm doing it with. Anyways, there's that. And then I immediately did my hair. Now, usually in the morning, I leave a lot of time for dilly-dallying, and I don't condense everything. So I'll like eat breakfast, dawdle around the house, pick things up, kind of clean up extra clothes or whatever while I'm home. And then I'll get on to doing the next task. But today I was like, I want to have a little bit of extra time. So I'm going to eat. As soon as I'm done eating, I'm going to do my hair. And then as soon as I'm done my hair, maybe I'll record some audio. And then here I am now. I brushed my teeth. Actually, I did my hair. I put on my eyeliner, you see? And my blue mascara. Blue mascara is super cool. You look really weird when you're in the sun and your eyelashes are like, and they're blue. But, you know, I'm a freak, so that's how we roll over here. Sorry, Tice. It is Tease. Everybody call Tice Tease from now on. It can be our sweet little scumfuck joke. Our scumfuck language talk. It has to be Tease. Oh! Okay, I'll be right back. So rude! I can't believe she's leaving to go check her chicken. Carnage scumbag! You're carnage scum! I can't believe you're eating chicken. You know how many people have died and animals have died so you can eat chicken? Chicken? You monster! How dare you? What are you doing? Oh, you're going to cut that in half to see if it's cooked? Oh my God, animal suffering! Doesn't even stop once they're dead. How fucking rude. Oh my God, these are cooked to perfection though. I wasn't wearing pants. That's why I turned off the camera. Not in the mood. All right, not in the mood. I need to, Whoa. Okay. I get it. I understand. It's done. It is done. All right, dogs. Oh my God, Tease. You know how angry people were that I ate that steak? I can't tell you how many comments I got about eating that steak. Like, it was so funny. I don't understand how people are so angry. Like, if something as simple as eating a steak is going to get you so triggered, as I like to call it, well, you bet your ass the next time I talk to one of you guys, I'm going to eat a steak because it's so easy. It shouldn't be that easy to perturb you. Like, you know, the rest of the world pretty much eats meat, right? No? But these people are like impervious to reality. You know what I mean? It's like right in their face and they're like, no, you're an animal killer. Ah! Kelly Noodle, good morning. Oops. Morning, lady in red. Gina! Oh my God. All the cool girls are here. Fuck everybody else. Hi, Marshmallow. Good morning. I think there might be something to the whole lack of protein thing or lack of animal products. There's a very distinct response from your reward system when you do eat meat. You know, when we do things that bring us pleasure. You know, it's super weird how they're like, veganism is better for human well-being. Okay. But what if somebody enjoys eating meat, right? And they get pleasure from that. That is a psychological positive. You know what I mean? That's a positive thing for somebody. If meat enhances my life, that also increases my well-being. So aside from all the reasons of like, oh, you know, we've been eating it for a long time and selfish taste pleasure, I think is a completely acceptable reason to eat stuff. I mean, if you don't want that to be the case, then maybe pigs should figure out a way to be better than humans and higher on the food chain. But they're not. Like, why is it that there's such a decline, a repulsion towards the natural hierarchy of beings? This is quite ridiculous. I don't subscribe to this nonsense thinking, and I have no problem if you want to eat a plant-based diet. You go for it, dog. Whatever makes you happy, bruh. It's all good. We all good over here. We ain't fighting. I ain't trying to tell you what to eat. And if you want to try and tell me what to eat, be a little nicer. That's all I'm saying. Look at this. Look at this chat. This is such a happy, positive chat. Okay, this is why I like all the people around me. And this is why I like having an itty bitty little nothing channel. The reason is because the people who come to me and come hang out, they're so nice. They're so chill. They're here for positivity and they're here to just enjoy each other and have a good time. And that's what it should be about. What is up with everybody and not having fun? Oh, I'm anti-fun, okay? I'm anti-fun. You're doing something that I don't do? You're a shit person, and I'm gonna ruin your time and try my best to make you feel like you're the worst human being ever. And it's like, what? What are you talking about? I'm just here trying to have a good time, okay? And trying to rip some flesh with my mouth and my teeth that were meant to do that. Someone was arguing with Alfie and was like, human teeth were not meant to eat meat. And it's like, oh, really? Oh, really? There are evolutionary hints in our digestive system, in our brains, in our mouths, in the way that we digest that tell us or give us very, very good hints as to the things that we ate in our evolutionary development. And this is the problem. This all comes back to not accepting reality the way it is, okay? We can always try and change things if we want to do that. But you're never going to change things properly, and you're never going to change anything in an effective way if you're not taking into account the reality that is right now, the present moment. Like, fucking duh. Think about it on an individual level, right? If I got some problems with me and I don't want to do those things so that I can ameliorate my life and my situation, what do I have to do? I have to acknowledge the full breadth of the problem, or as many factors as possible, so that I can take those factors into account when implementing some kind of solution to make a change. And change is not an instant thing either. It's an incremental, gradual, step-by-step thing. I think the most effective way to make changes, to really get any degree, is one chunk at a time, you know? You have to add and change things. You have to give things the time to kind of work their way into whatever patterns have formed so far. That's how I look at it. So, you know. Lear hit done. What is happening? I don't understand what language you're speaking, but hi, good morning to you. Our teeth are biologically engineered to exclusively consume broccoli facts. Broccoli facts. What's a broccoli fact? So, I have 1 cup of coffee. I need to drink 1.5 liters of water. That's how this shit goes. You know what I'm saying? Lear het dan. She's speaking. She, he? Are you a he, she? He, she? Did you just assume my gender? Yeah, buddy, I did assume your gender, and I don't give a fuck. You can just correct me later. What is everybody doing right now? Gina, I love you too. Will, I love you too. I love you guys. A she in brackets. So are you a she? A she. What is time? Yeah, Chris, we know. We know you're always working real hard. Kelly Noodle is brushing her teeth. Kelly! Brush your teeth! You know what grosses me out? People who don't brush their teeth. Now, I know people think it's gross to brush your teeth after your breakfast, but hear me out for a second, okay? So I wake up in the morning, I just rinse my mouth with water because I don't want to brush my teeth, eat, and then brush again. You shouldn't be brushing more than twice a day. My dentist was very adamant about this, and he said, Look, twice a day is enough. If you want to floss throughout the day and use mouthwash because you've eaten something, fair. But 2 to 3 times, 3 times the absolute maximum, it wears the enamel off your teeth. And I'm like, okay, well, I used to eat breakfast, and then brush again because, after you eat breakfast, your mouth is all gross, and then you're heading out to go to work or whatever the hell for the rest of the day. And you have this nasty taste in your mouth, and you're just like, ugh. And it doesn't matter how much water you drink, there's still a taste there. It's in your saliva. So I've started rinsing my mouth in the morning because my dentist suggested it. He's like, wake up in the morning, rinse your mouth, eat your breakfast, do whatever you got to do, and then brush after you've eaten and had your coffee. And honestly, that works the best for me because after eating breakfast and having coffee, I brush my teeth, and then I floss, and then I rinse with mouthwash. That's my morning oral routine. You have to have a clean mouth, and you have to have clean teeth. You want to be able to smile at people. That's like a huge thing for me. I love smiling at people, and I love being like, hey, right? It's just who I am. Smiles, and good vibes and stuff. What's this breakfast you speak of? Oh my God, you guys I have to make time for breakfast. It is the most important meal of the day. And let me tell you something about keto, okay? I heard Rogan talking about this morning, and I also found that I feel the same way. But over the past couple of weeks that I've been on keto, I feel like I have way more energy. My brain feels way more lubricated, so to speak, and the gears click much better. I have so much more energy. Like, I don't usually have this much energy in the morning, but I have so much more energy. I feel like it burns cleaner and it burns longer, which is really weird to say because of the high fat. But again, it's also the kinds of fats you're eating that matter. So I can get away with eating like a sausage in the morning or 2 strips of bacon. I do kind of cut the fat out. You're not supposed to, but it's just too much for me. So I just eat the meaty part of it. And like okay, so I had breakfast. What time, Chris, did I tell you I was eating breakfast? Like 5 this morning? 5 a.m. So I'm not going to eat now until probably 1 o'clock. So that's 8 hours that I'm not going to eat. But what's great about the keto thing too, and the high fat, higher protein, and lower carbs is that I feel full for so much longer. I'm not at work like, oh my God, I'm hungry. When can I eat again? Oh my God, I'm hungry. When can I eat again? Oh my God, I'm hungry. Like it carries me through the day. I don't even think about it. And I look at my phone and I'm like, oh, okay, it's 1 o'clock. I should probably eat my chicken breast and asparagus now. So I do. And then that carries me to the end of the day. And then I go to the gym. I'll have my pre-workout, and then I'll work out for an hour and a half. And I come home and I'm still feeling good, But dinners are kind of a weird throwaway thing, meaning like sometimes I eat it and sometimes I don't. If I don't feel hungry, I don't eat it. But that's where the big breakfast comes in. So if I don't eat from, say, okay, so I'll eat my lunch around 1 o'clock. And then if I don't eat for the rest of the day, by the time I wake up the next day, I'm starving. So then the breakfast helps. But if I do come home and I eat, I'll eat something really small, like the half a chicken breast and more asparagus, or I'll have half a salmon fillet and steamed broccoli, or, something of that nature, just to give me a little bit of something, since I've worked out and I probably should replenish. But I feel like I have enough fat on my body that it could just eat off that if it needs anything. So, 5, 8. Oh yeah, I sent Chris pictures of my breakfast. I sent him step by step. I showed him my spinach with the mushrooms and the cheese. Did I show you the avocado too? I think I did, with the avocado on top. And then I also showed him the eggs cooking. And then I showed him the breakfast assembled. Let's see if I can show it to you on screen. It probably won't be that great of quality. Or I could probably post it on Twitter. Here, look at that. Can you see? It looks really gross on screen, doesn't it? Come on, be nicer. The English know how to do breakfast. I agree. I just don't I've never tried the whole beans thing, so that seems a little bit weird to me. Not sure how I feel on that one. Do you ever water only fast for days? I mean, if I do fast, it's usually water and coffee. Coffee, you know? I need the coffee for the energy. But maybe I'll try water. Just water fasting maybe. You should try drop on top of your bread. I don't eat bread. I don't know if you're talking to me, but I'm not eating bread right now. I'm 0 carbs pretty much. Only 5% of my daily consumption are carbs. So no bread for me. Although I've been looking up a lot of keto recipes and I found a really yummy sounding recipe for keto pancakes. For a lot of baked goods, it looks like you need almond flour or coconut flour, and you use a lot of artificial sweetener, which I don't know, I'm not the biggest proponent of because I just feel like it makes you want real sugar if I have a lot of it. Once in a while, I can have maybe a Diet Coke, but I'm not a big pop fan. Only carbs I've been eating is granola bars. Yeah, and I mean, not the worst carbs, right? It's just the sugar content in granola bars that's really bad. You wouldn't think there's a lot of sugar in that stuff, but there's a lot of sugar in them. Unless you're eating, there's these really great nut bars that are 6 grams of sugar or below. I really miss them. They have like a dark chocolate and peanut butter, or dark chocolate and peanuts. They have salted caramel almond. They have like another cashew fiber almond nut or something, and there's like 5 or 6 different flavors, and they're really good. And they're a little bit harder. They're not as chewy as the Quaker Oats granola bars, for example, but they're still really good. Stevia or agave? Yeah, I could probably use stevia, Gina. Agave, I don't think so. Anything that has actual sugar value or carbohydrate value, I can't use. I mean, I think I can eat up to 15 grams of carbs a day. Let me tell you. So 15 grams of carbohydrates, 62 grams of protein, and 103 grams of fat per day. So that works out to 75% of my calories are coming from fat, 20% are coming from protein, and then 5% are coming from carbohydrates. Do you measure your blood ketone levels? No. No. No, I don't measure my blood ketone levels. I know I can get ketone strips if I want, but I generally can tell by like 3 or 4 days in, my energy level just goes. And also, like, you notice that there's like a change in your breath, right? That's why you drink a lot of water, because at first it's very strange. Your mouth is a little dry and there's like a really strange metallic taste. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just weird. It's just super weird. Okay, guys, now tell me about you. Ew. I can't believe someone just said that they think Richard and I would make a good couple. No, we wouldn't. Yes, Chris, thank you. I definitely do disagree. He is very, very unhinged, and he's not a stable person. And I have my own instabilities to deal with without adding the instabilities of somebody else. So, I need someone who is unstable enough where it balances my instability. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's unstable in some way or another. Some people more than others. He's definitely in that category in my mind. And for me to be able to work with someone well, I think I need somebody whose instabilities kind of offset mine, or their stabilities offset mine, and vice versa. There has to be a bit of a balance. You know what I mean? No, it's not a love-hate love. I just dislike him. I think he's a very unpleasant person. I just started eating fish and meat I get from a fisherman and from a farm, and I lost a lot of weight fast by doing that. Yeah, exactly, Carl. No processed foods is the best. I think that's why a lot of people in Europe, especially France, like it's very strange how they eat a lot of high carb, high fat foods, a lot of breads, a lot of cheeses. But the secret to their food is that it's not processed. When you come over here to Canada and mostly America, a lot of the foods are processed. They have additives. They're pretty much like science fair projects, unless you're buying organic or unless you're buying just, produce or whatever. And those things, as much as they say they don't affect the way that we digest things, not to a detrimental level, I think if you eat that stuff all the time, it certainly does affect your ability to digest properly and absorb nutrients as you should. And, I don't know. It's just no good. Hello from Baltimore, Maryland. Well, hello, T. Lee Jones. What up? Richard has been suffering from depression and schizophrenia by his own admittance. That's really sad. But he needs to find a better way to manage those things. If you're depressed and you're schizophrenic, which puts a lot of things into perspective now, if I'm being honest, then you kind of have to own up and you have to handle your shit in a way. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like once you have a lot of people who are watching you and paying attention to you, there's a certain responsibility that comes with that. You have to consider that you are somebody who is influencing people, and there's a lot of young people who watch Richard. And I just find it really frightening that young people look up to somebody like this. Can you imagine if all those people acted like him? Hit like whatever his sub count is, right? Just imagine that number alone. Just started behaving like him. The way that he did in that debate, or the way that he does in real life, or the way you think he does based on how you see him online and in his videos. It's not the best thing. And it's not somebody that I would prefer to be influencing people. And I think that people need to have a little bit more of a grasp on what they are putting out into the world a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's entertaining as hell to watch people flip the fuck out because it's crazy, right? You don't get to see it too much in your life unless you're surrounded by crazy people. But online, there's just an abundance of all the negative things. And you get to see people freak the fuck out over stupid shit. And, over a time, you get to learn more about a person. I'm not of the belief that people really have an online persona. I think the person that people project online is an aspect of their personality. It's just that the YouTube medium makes them feel permitted to express that in its full breadth, whereas in real life there's probably more dire consequences than some asshole leaving a comment that says you're a fucking dickhead, so yeah. And that's what I mean, like when you're in a situation where you can behave however you want and you do behave however you want, that says a lot about your character, with absolutely no lines, no boundaries, no sense of like, okay, maybe this needs to be dialed back, or maybe I should pay attention to the fact that, I'm influencing people or whatever. It's just, I don't know, conduct matters. Hey, what's up, Wanty? It takes heart to put yourself out there in front of the world like you guys do. It takes something, that's for sure. Intent definitely matters, right? I mean, there's this weird thing that happens now where you can acquire a lot of attention online. And a lot of people put a lot of stock into that. Oh, yeah, well, this person has this many subs. Look how many likes to dislikes you have. Who cares about that stuff? Like it really takes away from the person when it just becomes all about subs. People start doing weird shit to just continuously appease their audiences. And it's kind of weird. It's not genuine, and like, I don't know, people seem to gravitate towards that. It's a mystery to me. I like my shit as real as possible. But like I said, sometimes I'll watch a train wreck, like a lot of people do put out a lot of cringy shit, myself included. And I don't know. It's fun to watch, right? Everybody at my office is wondering who this brown chick is. Say, it's Amy! And it's the Amy Show! Attention does become addictive if you're not getting enough positive attention in your life. That is very true. People who have not gotten a lot of attention, trust me, I'm one of those people. I do understand this. But like, I don't depend on this for my attention points. You know what I mean? Like, I feel satisfied by the attention that I get from my friends. That's why I get to do this whole thing on a whim when I feel like it, when it's a fun thing for me. And I'm lucky, right? Because I have friends that I talk to who give me a lot of attention. That doesn't make me feel like I need the attention of everybody else. Generally, you know, and some people just like doing it. It's different for everybody, but attention can certainly become addictive. And I think that that's a negative thing when you're doing things just for attention. Like I said, there's some weird shit happening there. But Gary says he's an attention addict. Are you though? I wouldn't say that. Oh my God, Chris. Okay, Chris. Okay, guys. Well, I'm glad I got to hang out with you for a bit this morning. I was not expecting anybody to show up because it is 7 a.m. here. Okay. And yeah, thank you for spending my morning with me. And it was great to see all you guys in the chat. I hope you guys have a great day. And your positive affirmation for the day is just smile, motherfuckers, and stop being so grumpy, okay? Smile, laugh, have fun, appreciate your friends, grab a nice butt, but only if someone you know. Don't sexually harass somebody because that's not good. And I can't believe I feel I need to say that. But I do. That's how freaked out I've become listening to all these Me Too fucking losers bitch and cry about, you can't, whatever, okay? I'm going to touch all the butts today. High five to butts. Okay, love you guys. Bye, Gina. Bye, Chris, T, Scary, Wanty, Lawrence, Yon, all you guys. Okay, big kiss. Mwah.